Well, you can't be your own man in that world. You have to do what they tell you, or they will make your life a living hell. You notice that Shug and Diddy's roles for the elites paralleled. Shug and Diddy both managed the record companies like plantation overseers. Shug managed Death Row Records and Diddy managed Bad Boy Records. Shug and Diddy did not pay their artists. Shug was Tupac's handler and Tupac was Death Row Records. Diddy was Biggie's handler and Biggie was Bad Boy Records. The target was Tupac and later Biggie. Biggie was put into place to distract Tupac from the elites because of his prophetic nature. There is only one difference between Shug and Diddy. Shug wanted to be his own man. Now he is doing jail time for a crime that he did not commit. Shug was worldly set up. Diddy does what he is told. Diddy hangs out at those bathhouses with the elites and takes orders. Diddy is not a boss. Diddy is a bitch. Now Suge Knight realizes that you cannot win the chess game dancing with the devil. On February 7th, 1995, Tupac was sentenced. Tupac does his jail time at Rikers Island Prison Complex first. I don't know if he goes back to Rikers Island. For the record, Rikers Island Prison Complex is where they do their mind control reprogramming and also where they experiment on inmates. They reprogrammed Tupac at Rikers Island Prison Complex. On March 8, 1995, Tupac is transferred from Rikers Island Prison Complex to the Clinton Correctional Facility. This prison is located in the village of Tamara, New York. Tupac's album Me Against the World also became the #1 album on the Billboard 200, beating out Bruce Springsteen while he was doing his prison time. Coming in at number 10, Keep Your Head Up. The music video for Keep Your Head Up was directed by David Dobkin in 1993. In this music video, the beautiful and wonderful Tupac pays tribute to all of the beautiful black ladies in the inner cities all across America. Keep Your Head Up is our anthem, a gift from Tupac. Tupac reminds us to stay positive, get rid of bad men in our lives, get rid of toxic relationships, don't give up on our children if we have any, and most importantly, don't give up on ourselves. Love ourselves, and if today is putting us down, look forward to a brighter day. This song is so important for black ladies everywhere because in this society, the media calls us ugly. We are the most disrespected. And the Hollywood movies have a field day depicting us as the mammy, the tragic mulatto, the help, and the most recent one, the bed witch. Most of us don't love ourselves, so the self-hate trickles down to our children. Guess what, black ladies? I have a secret to share. Black women are the most beautiful women in the world. Let me repeat that. Black women are the most beautiful women in the world. Everyone secretly imitates us and gets all the credit. Hell, Betty Boop, the female cartoon character that makes over $1 billion a year in merchandise, is black. Betty Boop's look was definitely modeled after the actress Nina Mae McKinney, and Betty Boop also favors Josephine Baker. Nina and Josephine were young, beautiful, and gaining popularity in the late 1920s and early 30s when Fleischer Studios was creating the Betty Boop image. I met a pretty black young lady years ago when I was shopping at Marshall Fields. She looked like a splitting image of Betty Boop. So yes, Betty Boop's features are that of a black woman. Betty Boop's overall persona came from a gorgeous black woman named Gertrude Saunders. Gertrude was a singer and actress. She played Yellow Marie, a black servant in The Toy Wife in 1938. She played Mabel Page, which was a specialty act in the black short Big Timers in 1945, and she played Mrs. Dryden in the all-black cast film Sepia Cinderella. Gertrude Saunders also used to sing at the Cotton Club in the 1920s. She had a canary-like baby voice, and she would scat the words boo, 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 and do, do, do in her music. A white woman named Helen Kane stole Gertrude Saunders' singing and scatting style. Miss Kane thought she was slick, and she got her karma. Max Fletcher created Betty Boop in 1930. They had Betty Boop scatting the boop boop ba-doop phrase. Miss Kane filed a lawsuit against Max Fletcher, stating that they had stole her image and persona. Miss Kane did not win the case because it was proven that Gertrude Baby Esther Saunders was the one who used to practice the booping with her manager, Lou Walton. Lou Walton was the one who produced a sound film featuring Baby Esther practicing in her canary baby-like voice, and Miss Kane was exposed as a fraud and lost the case. Of course, this footage disappeared. The white men in suits had to admit that Betty Boop's image and persona came from a black woman. They called Baby Esther the grandmother of Betty Boop. For the record, the name of the singer and actress is Gertrude Saunders, not Esther Jones. Also, the photo floating around on the internet may be Esther Jones, but she was a model for the famous black photographer James Vandersea. Esther Jones was not a jazz singer. Gertrude Saunders is the one who used to sing and scat at the Cotton Club, booping, and she also was a part of the Cotton Club chorus line. Of course, Gertrude Saunders did not file a lawsuit because the suits hid this information from her. By the time Gertrude found out, it was too late. Let's talk about the beauty of black women. Most black women are born with large almond-shaped eyes, curly eyelashes, button-shaped noses, pouty full lips, and round-shaped faces. We have skin colors that range in 16 shades, from the vanilla hue to the blue-black hue. Stunning. Our hair ranges from the textures of curly, wavy, straight to kinky. Black woman, how can you not love and adore that? For the record, sisters should have no problem wearing hair weave. What's wrong with it? My advice is do it in moderation and don't break your bank account. Budget your finances. Sisters should have no problem wearing blonde hair. Why? There are black people in Melanesia that are born with natural blonde hair, and the DNA is not the same as Caucasians. blonde hair is not only associated with white people. So if you decide to wear blonde hair, you are not trying to be white. We are attracted to blonde hair because it's in our DNA. Let's talk about the black woman's greatest asset. Yes, pun intended, the ass. It disturbs me when I read horror stories about black women paying to get a bigger ass and dying on the operating table because some fake plastic surgeon injected some foreign and deadly substance into their skin. Question: how big do you want your derriere? What the fuck is wrong with us? That bump on the back of us is pure gold. I love my booty. I have a cutesy heart-shaped butt, and when I gain weight, it gets bigger. For the record, I'm trying to gain more weight again, but my metabolism is ultra high. I use a lot of energy as I work on projects every day. See, we all struggle with something. Dear beautiful black ladies, don't buy into the double standards and stereotypes. Hair weaves, blonde wigs, colored hair, and hair pieces is associated with fashion, and it's fantastic. We should be able to have fun, feel good about ourselves, and embrace beauty, fashion, and makeup, just like any other woman of another ethnic group. Shit. We are human too, goddammit. Tupac is such a sweetheart. He dedicates the music video in memory of Latasha Harlins. Latasha died at the age of 15. She was shot in the head by female store owner Zun Zhazu. Apparently, the store owner mistook Latasha for a shoplifter. I never prayed over Latasha Harlins' name. The spirit realm has revealed to me that she may have been a blood sacrifice. Latasha passed away 13 days after the videotape beating of Rodney King. Also, high-profile cases in the media are usually orchestrated by the elites. I'm going to pray over Latasha's name and speak on it in my next section of this commentary. I also often wondered about the opening scene of the movie Menace II Society, directed by the Hughes brothers. The opening scene that sets up the movie shows Old Dog and Kane walking into the grocery mart owned by Koreans to buy liquor. An altercation is made between Old Dog and the male Korean store owner because he disrespected Old Dog by saying, "I feel sorry for your mother." This pisses Old Dog off, and he shoots the male Korean owner in the head, just like the female Korean store owner Sun Zhazu shot Latasha Harlins in the head. I am almost certain this scene was created for the film because of what was done to Latasha. Old Dog was played by Lorenz Tate, and Kane was played by Tyron Turner. Lorenz and Tyron were brilliant with their performances in this movie. They were in sync with each other the entire time. We also know that Tupac was supposed to play the role of the Muslim character Sharif in Menace II Society. Tupac was fired and he got into a fight with Alan Hughes. The elites always connect Tupac with different events. Rodney King, Latasha Harlins, Tupac, the Hughes brothers, and the movie Menace II Society is definitely connected. There are no coincidences. Let's do a timeline of events. March 3rd, 1991 was the Rodney King beating. March 16th, 1991, Latasha Harlins was murdered. April 29th, 1992, the Rodney King riots took place in Los Angeles. May 8th, 1993, the movie Menace II Society is released. September 13th, 1996, Tupac Shakur passes away from severe gunshot wounds. June 17th, 2012, Rodney King passes away a day after Tupac's birthday. The news report was that he died from drowning. Yeah, right. Things that make you go, For the records, most of the so-called hood movies like Boys in the Hood, Juice, and Menace II Society were secretly written or rewritten by the CIA. Extensive research led me to this information. These movies were made for MK Ultra mind control in the hood. Remember, in Hollywood, black movies are made for propaganda, not entertainment. I have many metaphysical parallels with Tupac. I'm amazed at all of the things we have in common. I took my first trip to Los Angeles with my good friend at the time named Mary. We went in April 1992, exactly 2 weeks before the Rodney King riots. I don't remember the exact dates, but we stayed from a Saturday to Saturday. Before I went, my mom had got me autographed photographs of actor Larenz Tate. Larenz was starring on the TV show called The Royal Family. Larenz was born and raised on the west side of Chicago. West side! My mom was a teacher at Marshall Metro High School. I think she knew Larenz Tate's aunt or godmother who worked at the school with her. I can't remember. Well, anyway, I was so excited about going to Los Angeles. I was showing off my photos of Larenz Tate on the plane, and I realized that I left them on United Airlines. I was so mad. Phooey! Larenz Tate starred on The Royal Family with the late, great Mr. Red Fox. My father had a striking resemblance to Mr. Red Fox. Trivia time! Mr. Red Fox was referred to as Chicago Red because of his reddish hair and complexion. Also, another Chicago connection because Mr. Red Fox was raised on Chicago's South Side. Chi-town! Mr. Red Fox was associated with Mr. Malcolm X in the 1940s. Mr. Malcolm X was referred to as Detroit Red because of his reddish hair and complexion. When Mary and I went to Los Angeles, we visited our aunts and uncles. My auntie and uncle lived in Inglewood, California. We stayed with them for a couple of days. Mary's auntie and uncle lived in Altaloma, California. This is where we stayed for the duration of the time. But we would drive down to LA every day. We did the tourist stuff. Universal Studios, Disneyland, Hollywood Boulevard Walk of Fame. The Hollywood Boulevard Walk of Fame looks like the Out West Shopping Center in Chicago. We went to the Wax Museum, shopping on Wilshire Boulevard, Venice Beach, and a host of other things. We were on our way to Encino, California to see if we could locate Michael Jackson's home. It seemed way too far. We got intimidated and turned around. When I was visiting LA in April 1992, Tupac was filming the movie Poetic Justice with John Singleton and Janet Jackson in Simi Valley, California. The Rodney King trial ended up in a courtroom in Simi Valley. After Mary and I would hang out in LA, we would come back to Altaloma. I would watch cable TV. I would watch movie info about Poetic Justice on BET, and then I would watch the Rodney King trial on Court TV. My Tupac crush came later. 2 weeks after we came home from LA on April 29th, 1992, the Rodney King riots took place after all of America heard the verdict. Guess what? Mary's birthday is April 29th. On that day, Tupac was recording music in the studio, and he came out and participated in the looting after the riots. Wow. Uncanny and unorthodox. For the record, on April 29th, 2017, Tupac Amaru Shakur was honored at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on HBO. Coming in at number 9, Trapped. The music video for Trapped was directed by Alan and Albert Hughes in 1992. In this music video, we see Tupac and his homeboys shooting dice, listening to a boombox, and drinking 40 ounces. Anyone who has grown up in the hood knows firsthand that this is a staple in the community. As they are shooting dice for money, Pac is alerted by one of his homeboys that the po-po is coming. We know in the hood that the po-po usually drive around and become beat cops every hour, just waiting to arrest a black person for anything in the hood. Pac and his homeboys scatter, and we see the Oakland police drive by. They have painted on their car, "To serve and protect." Let's talk about the slogan, "To serve and protect." Who do the police serve and protect? Not me, not you, not us. The policemen may assist a little bit, but who do they really serve and protect? Policemen are not really here to protect people. They are put in place to protect property. Policemen serve the Queen. Policemen are the Queen's guardsmen. Policemen wear uniforms in 2 colors, blue and black. Blue uniform represents the blue bloods, which are the elites. The black uniform represents the black nobility. The black nobility control the Vatican, the mafia, and the underworld. The music video Trapped continues to switch from black and white to color as we see a juxtaposition of Pac and his homeboys fighting, getting thrown up against the wall by the cops, getting arrested by the po-po, and then sent to jail. My favorite part of the music video is when we see a medium shot of Tupac. He is outside the jail cell rapping and mean mugging for the camera. Tupac spits fire as he raps his song Trapped. The prison life is shot in black and white. Life in the hood is shot in color. One of the other jobs for the po-po is to always keep young black men down. Police brutality is the issue here. Young black men and black men of many ages are always a target. I speak about young black men more because the elites love to destroy the minds of young people first. Lucifer loves taking the souls of the youth. The elites who control our society want black men broke, in jail, mentally disturbed, gay, or dead. Why? Because black men are not a threat when they are broke, in jail, mentally disturbed, gay, or dead. Once again, the elite's biggest fear is a black man being born with the Messiah gene. This is the same gene Tupac, Fred Hampton, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and Huey P. Newton were born with. The elites don't want a black man or woman to rise up and become a real leader for black people. For black people in America. I hate to say it, but the black politicians and so-called black leaders in place now are under the elite's rule. This is called controlled opposition. Most of these black sellouts are getting older and dying off. Do black people need a black leader? Yes, 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 yes. Why? Because black people's DNA is set up to think in a pyramid fashion. Someone operates at the top, someone operates in the middle, someone operates at the bottom. Just like a village is set up with wise elders, middle-aged people who support the elders, and the young people who learn from the grown-ups and the elders. You notice that the Illuminati uses the pyramid structure because it works. The pyramid structure comes from black culture. In the music video, Trapped, why do they have Shock G show up as Humpty Hump when he visits Tupac in jail? Humpty Hump looks like a court gesture. He says in a music video, they can't keep the black man down, but he looks like a clown. In my opinion, this trivializes the entire message in the music video. I can see why Humpty Hump was put in this video. The elites love duality. Shock G and his Humpty Hump persona was also a trigger for Pac since he was one of Pac's handlers. Also, the media makes a conscious effort to program everyone to be double-sided. Being a double-sided person is dangerous and unstable. Try to stay prayed up and avoid being double-sided at all costs. I am drinking my Virgin Bloody Mary. And it tastes good. Now, this Tupac show was supposed to be my third birthday segment. I got busy working on other projects, so I didn't have time to do it. I'm happy that I am doing it now. I'm about to read Tupac's card that I gave him. Happy birthday to someone special. Happy belated birthday, Mr. Tupac, my love. Thank you for being my guardian angel. Thank you for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me much advice. May God bless you. May God keep you. Because you're someone special. This wish comes to you on your wonderful birthday that took place June 16, 2017. Rest in peace, rest in power, rest in paradise. Hugs and kisses. Now I'm going to open his gift. Yes, I bought a gift for Tupac, but of course it's actually a gift for me. Because me and Tupac are spiritually connected, and I love him very much. This was bought for June 16th. I didn't chance to open it. Hope you guys like the cute eyeballs. Let's see. What did I buy, Mr. Tupac Shakur? A lighter. What else did I buy, Tupac? It's a cutter, guys, but I don't know if I can open it. But yes, I think I can. Okay, it's the cutter for the lighter. And let's see what else I got him. I got Tupac a Mercado cigar. Here's the lighter. The cigar. This concludes music videos 16 through 9. Stay tuned for music videos 8 to my number 1, Sweet 16. Bye.